All right, welcome back. It's finally time. The Black Ops 7 beta. This is the first, first video, but not first gameplay. I guess this is one of my first gameplays. This is on the Forge map. Let's just get right into it, man. If you enjoy the video, leave a like, subscribe. There's a ton of stuff to talk about in Call of Duty Black Ops 7 right now, and I'm not going to cover everything in one video. That's humanly not possible because there's so much, but I want to discuss a lot. So this video is largely going to be my opening honest thoughts. Okay, day one, I've played maybe like an hour only, so really not a whole lot. You're gonna see I get destroyed a lot in this game, in this gameplay, because this game is tough. Okay, first thing, matchmaking. Okay, it's not necessarily skill-based matchmaking. I know obviously that's a huge factor, but come on guys, like I'm recording this on Friday afternoon, dude. If you're playing this game right now, there's a good chance you're probably a super sweat, or at least above average, right? Who else do you think is playing this game on like a Thursday afternoon, a Friday night, things like that? Like, who is playing this game, right? Only the most hardcore people, even the people who are in this franchise still, like you guys are hardcore, okay? The people who watch YouTube videos, who watch streams, who are, care enough about the game to play the beta, to like go through all these hoops and stuff like that. These are hardcore players, right? There's a guy named Reed Boy. He throw up a tweet right here. They cranked up SBMM in the beta. Y'all can't be serious. It's day one, a weekday or work day, by the way, of the early access beta. Every single person who's playing Black Ops 7 right now had to go out of their way to get a code or pre-order to play it early. So yeah, basically saying there's probably not going to be many casual players during this time. So I understand that. So it's a little tough to be like, yeah, skill-based matchmaking is like just super strict right now. Not really. I mean, like, yes, it probably is. I'm not going to deny that. It probably will be thicker than Lizzo when, the game comes out, let's be honest. But right now, yeah, we're playing super sweats. We're playing mega ultra sliding bunny hopping sweats, right? We're playing people who are probably on Twitch, probably on YouTube, probably trying to milk this game for money somehow, right? Present company, I guess, included. But yeah, these are the people we're playing with, right? So when it comes to SBMM, yes, it's in the game. It probably will be, but let's not act like, we are supposed to be super shocked at the player base and who we're playing right now. Okay, that's the first thing. Now let's get into my experience matchmaking. I think my first game, I went like a 2 KD or something like that. The next 3, it was just gone. It was just, I was backing out of lobbies. I was getting destroyed by people abusing the wall jump, people abusing the doors. Let's talk about the doors, man. I know that they just tweeted like 10 minutes ago about how they're fixing the doors. Let's go ahead and read that tweet actually real quick. So Charlie Intel says, there's an update on TTK and weapon balancing to be released soon in the beta. And then they're also adjusting the automatic doors timer to be open for longer in the beta. And they're going to reduce the number of doors for launch. I'm not sure how they're going to do that. I feel like they probably already have the maps made, right? How exactly are you going to suddenly reduce the number of doors? I don't get that. It's just going to be a bunch of like empty hallways now where like doors are supposed to have been. Like, I don't know how that's going to look, right? It's going to be weird. But in terms of doors, this map right here, the Forge, this map is plagued with doors. Just in the gameplay, this section right here, actually, I don't know where exactly it is, but like there's a hallway where it's like door into another door, into like an open hallway, into like an area, into another door. You turn right, there's a door. Like, it's like everywhere you look on this map, there's a door. There's some reason to hide behind things. Like, I don't mind some doors. I don't mind the automaticness. I don't even mind like the timing, stuff like that they're trying to pull off here. I think that's helpful. But the main thing that I have a gripe with on this map particularly, and I guess in this game, is just the amount, okay? There are too many doors. I don't really care, like, yeah, you can shoot through them and stuff like that. That's fine. People camp behind it. That's expected. It's Call of Duty, okay? It's not our first rodeo. But guys, the amount of doors, who has a door fetish at Treyarch? Like, raise your hand so people can like let you go, okay? Like, we don't need this. Don't develop like solid maps. Like, let's be honest here. The 3 maps that I've played so far, matchmaking aside, they're not terrible, okay? They are better than Black Ops 6 maps. Just the 3 that I'm seeing right here. They feel a lot better in terms of like, they're small, but they're not so small that you can't breathe. And they're not so large that you're running for hours and hours without finding somebody. Like, it does feel like Treyarch is bringing the traditional 3-lane stuff back. Minus the doors, like, of course. But in terms of the maps, I don't have a huge problem with them. I'm not gonna say like they're amazing and we don't need remasters anymore because these maps are good. I'm not gonna say that, But I'm also not going to say that these maps suck or anything like that. They are definitely better than Black Ops 6 and probably better than Cold War, at least as of right now. In terms of movement, Omni movement is back. I need to get used to it. You know, I think a lot of people just hop on a Call of Duty because they have played COD in the past and they're just like, oh, I should be amazing. You know, I had a 3 KD here. I should automatically have a 3 KD now. Like, I don't think that necessarily works, right? The point of a new game is to test things and is to learn. And, you know, that goes for the beta too, right? I encourage you, if you're on the beta, don't use one gun the entire time. You know what I mean? Like, use different lethals, use different tacticals, play with a shotgun, play with an LMG, play with a sniper, like get a feel for stuff so you can give an actual critique. Like, I'm going to try to do that. I don't have like all day to play betas anymore because I'm not like 10 years old. But I'm going to try my best, you know, obviously to use different guns. I'm probably going to get like my booty clapped because I'm not using the meta weapons, but you know what, so be it. You know, we're out here trying to make content. We're out here trying to make this game better. And if I, you know, end up posting like a 10 and 20 gameplay because I'm using an LMG that sucks dick, then so be it. You know what I mean? Hopefully you guys are going to be okay with that. But yeah, good stuff here in terms of they are actually addressing the main 2 critiques, right? So the first thing is doors. The second thing that I didn't get to mention yet is the weapon balancing, and I guess a little bit of the time to kill. Now, personally, I don't think the time to kill is a big problem. It's a little fast. According to Ace, it's actually the same as Black Ops 6. I kind of find that hard to believe as of right now. But hey, you know what? If Ace is saying it, then you know, he's probably going to be smarter at it and better at testing that kind of thing than you or me. So we have to take what he says kind of with a grain of salt, but kind of also probably true because, again, he's a stats guy. He's a numbers guy. Anyway, when it comes to time to kill, like, I don't mind it. It's a little fast for me. But again, I think I'd rather have that than a little too slow. It's kind of like a Goldilocks thing, right? Some people it's going to be way too slow. Some people not. I think one thing that this game could benefit from is manual healing. I don't get why we don't have manual healing. This is a Treyarch game. It's not Infinity Ward where they have like no reception towards like wanting to listen to the fan base like Infinity Ward usually does. This is Treyarch. They actually care. They're actually listening. Like I said, you know, after 1 day of the beta, they're already dropping updates on like what they want to change. And for the most part, this is stuff that I'm hearing. You know, aside from matchmaking, these are the biggest things: the doors and the time to kill. And so that's really good. They also put out another update. I'll throw it on the screen real quick, but basically it's increasing weapon XP rate, increasing overclock earn rate, and then adjustments to spawns. I think people are really complaining about the spawns. I'll be honest with you guys, I haven't played the game enough to even tell you like what a good kill streak is, what a good spawn is. Like, I haven't played the game enough. I've played each map maybe like 2 times, you know, so it's really not enough. I want to give you guys my first preliminary impressions. I don't think the game is terrible. It's not in a terrible state. I think there's a lot of work that can be done, right? I watched Rick's video, like the audio is just messed up. The snipers seem a little broken right now. I have a funny clip. You know, when I get some time, I'll edit and throw it on Twitter or something like that. Go check me out on Twitter, by the way, if you haven't already. You know, quick shameless plug there. And subscribe if you're new. If you made it this far and you haven't subscribed, leave a like and subscribe. But yeah, I want to talk about how I feel about the game. I think that we're still in the honeymoon phase, you know? Truth be told, anybody who's telling you this game is the worst COD, this game is the best COD, you can't really listen to them right now, okay? You gotta listen. It's kind of like Amazon reviews. You can't really listen to the people who have 1-star reviews or 5-star reviews. You know, you've got to find that person who has the 3-star review, because these are the people who are like the most objective. These are the people who like can admit when things are good, can admit when things are bad. Many COD channels out there are just predicated on, you know, I hate COD, and so I have to hate COD. I like COD, so I have to like COD. Like, I don't want to be in either of those categories. Obviously, Call of Duty has kind of sucked, so I've kind of been in the hating COD camp for the recent years. But I mean, can you really blame me, right? Many of the CODs, aside from like Modern Warfare 3, have really sucked, and they're really uninspired and just not interesting. This game actually has a little bit of like a different feel than Black Ops 6. Like it's you can see the skeleton of Black Ops 6, but I'm not gonna come out here and say it's a complete reskin, you know? I think it's definitely more colorful, right? The maps feel different. It's not just the same garbage TikTok spawn rate thing where you're just like thrown into enemies and fights every like 2.5 seconds. It's not like that. Yeah, obviously like the UI is going to be similar. It's a Treyarch game. We just had a Treyarch game last year. Like, yeah, that's going to be the same. But Yeah, I think like this game has potential, you know, early first impressions. It's not the worst Call of Duty game. It's not the worst Black Ops game. It has potential. It's solid so far. And I think they can really do something with this game. I really genuinely think so after like one day of playing. You know, obviously they could completely butcher it and you can come back in this video in like 6 months and be like, wow, you were so wrong. Obviously you can do that, but I'm trying to have hope this year. I'm trying to think that they might have something here, you know, guys. There's something different-ish about this title, about this game. I think that they have a chance of listening to us this year for once, and so I'm not going to write this off and say it's a terrible game. I think the main thing that they got to fix, and I'll end the video off with this. Exclusive Ace just posted this like earlier this morning. He said, I'm curious to see the difference in matchmaking with my testing accounts. I played one match and you can see in the picture, he dropped a nuke. This dude dropped a nuke. Like, no hate to Ace, but he's a stats numbers guy. He is not in the CDL mosh pit. He is not ranked play guy, mega overlord, right? Like, he's not that guy. Not to be mean or anything. I'm not that guy either, but he's no scump. He's no Shotzi, right? And this dude dropped a nuke. Like, what are we doing here, right? Like, how strong are these matchmakings that we'll never see people like this? Like, to drop a nuke, you got to play against like a good amount of people who are like not good at the game. How many people are not good at the game out there that have gotten a pre-order or that are playing the beta that we'll just never see because the matchmaking will never let us see these people? And unless you're two-boxing, which apparently is a thing, yeah, you're never going to see these people. I'm never going to see these people. But if you enjoyed this video, man, leave a like. I've got tons of videos coming. We got to talk about cheaters. We got to talk about SBMM in detail. We got to talk about balance in this game. So yeah, a lot of stuff to talk about. Hopefully you enjoyed this video. Go ahead and smack that like button. Subscribe if you're new, and appreciate the recent support, guys. Hopefully you have a great rest of the day. Let me know your thoughts on Black Ops 7 in the comment section down below. I'll see you guys later. Peace.